Just in our Google Docs thing.
No, the Qualtrics.
Oh, can you send me that again? I don't think I ever got that.
Yeah.
So did we decide just to do like strictly online then? Like for our survey since she
That's what she wants. I would disagree with her, but let's do what she wants. What are your thoughts,
I agree.
Lucy?
Yeah. That's
I mean, it's less work for us anyways, so
yeah. I think it's fine. So when we're in Qualtrics, do we click preview survey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Landon, if you look in the sidebar bar, that's like a tutorial or like step-by-step guide of how to download it. Then from there, I'll send you. Have you already signed up with Qualtrics with your BYUI account?
I don't think I have.
Okay. So go through that and then let me know when you're ready.
Okay. All right, I think I'm in.
Okay, so you're signed in with your BYUI account?
Yeah. It says Idaho on the thing.
All right, can you give me your BYUI email?
Okay, let me just make sure I have the right. I don't have my email memorized. I should though, but just make sure I have the right one.
Are you a senior, Landon?
Yeah.
And you don't know your email?
I think I know it, but I just don't want to. I want to make sure.
No, it's fine. I'm just judging you hardcore.
Oh, nice.
I never use my BYUI email.
Yeah, it's DAY 13011
Sorry, I missed that. One something?
13011 at BYUI. Edu.
Okay. So if you go to your email, you should get a new email. Guess what, guys? I got accepted to my master's program that I was wanting to get in.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. So more school. Woo!
BYU, the BYU program. Nice.
Yep. Apparently, I'm number 3 from BYU. That's actually BYU Idaho. That's actually gotten into their program.
Like ever?
That's all that's been able to get in there.
Wow. Like this year or like ever?
Ever. I'm the first one this year.
Wow. Nice job.
Right? I was excited and really nervous because all of my professors were saying, don't expect to get in.
So what's your master's program?
It's just a master's of public health.
Oh, gotcha. Right on. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm in now. It's college students in nutrition, right?
Yeah, college students in nutrition. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so here's the plan is that we just go through. If you guys can set up your computer screens like I've got it, then that's great. If not, just open up a preview and then we'll go through and edit it as we go. So overall format, let's just go over that real fast. We have college major nutrition first, then stress nutrition, then social support nutrition, then final questions, and then demographics. I put that at the end because apparently in the reading it says to increase your chances of getting responses, don't put the demographic at the start. So overall format, looking at that, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Looks good.
All right.
Do we still need to add the final questions?
I put them in.
Okay.
Mac wasn't able to get to it, so I did them.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Mac's dropping the class because he's missed too much and he can't make it up. So
Okay.
he's he talked to me and he's like officially dropping it, so he's no longer in our group.
Gotcha.
All right. So first question: select your college and write in your major. How's that looking? Do you guys like how the question is formatted?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. How do you like the options? How they look? Do you like that or not so much?
Yeah, I like it because the ones in the gray are the colleges, right? And then you just write in your specific major with your
Yep.
college. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. All right, moving on. About how many servings of fruit and vegetables do you consume per day? 6 or more, then choose 6. How does that look?
Yeah.
Good to me.
Okay. Have you taken any nutrition classes? If so, how many? 5 or more, choose 5.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
So we
Okay.
don't want to include an option that says more than 5.
I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I tried to do that too, and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Lucy. I tried, but I couldn't figure it out. So that's why I landed in that person that option is because I'm retarded. All right. Any other suggestions that we could do?
We could write number instead of the hashtag.
Oh,
I mean,
You could do like 5 plus or something.
we don't put in the labels on top. Those are autofill. I could add labels, but can you guys see mine right now? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So see right now, these are just the choices. If I hit labels, then it adds a whole nother thing to it. So I could do something like that, right? And try and write it in, but I think it looks weird. So I just got rid of it. There's that, but
Yeah, we're just not going to have any way of knowing if they selected 5 or more than 5.
yeah.
So what if we did like if more than 5 picks 6 or something?
Okay. We can do that. All right. Something like that. I think there's an option to restart survey so that you can see changes made. I don't know if it did it. It
I don't
didn't.
know. Does that make sense to you guys? If more than 5, choose 6. I don't know if now that I see it, I don't know if it's
5, choose 6.
maybe the way you had it made more sense. I don't know.
If I were taking it, I'd probably have to think about that for a second.
Yeah, it'd be like, well, if more than 3, then choose 4.
Right.
So what are you guys saying? Are we saying we should go back to the original one?
So you can't do symbols or anything for like 6.
I'm trying, but no.
What if we just like choose a number where we're not gonna, like, we don't care about their servings anymore? So like after, say, 6 servings, we just don't include that in our data. So we just stop at 6.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
So like instead of trying to include like more than 5 servings, we'll just stop at 5 servings.
So what happens if a person eats more than 5 servings?
They'll just select 5.
They'll just like 5. So what we originally put?
Or we could keep it at 6 and be like, and say if you consume more than the number that appears, then choose 6 or something.
What did you guys think I had written earlier? That's what I was trying. That was what I was trying to say.
I was wondering if there was a way that we could add a symbol or something to signify that they eat more, but if we can't do that, then
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because what you put first is fine, except we just don't know. We won't know if they eat 5 servings or more than 5 servings.
yeah. And she might our professor might point something out about that too, but I don't know.
How about that? What does that look like? Do you guys see that?
Hold on, let me refresh it. This one, if more than 5, choose 6.
No.
Or you could say if greater than 5, choose.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. That's tough.
So I'm confused at what you guys want.
Yeah, it's hard to if we can't use any symbols or anything, then it's hard to word it with just using numbers.
Maybe we can just leave it and then see what she suggests.
Do you guys like the wording? So can you guys see my screen share right now?
Yeah.
So you see this one, if greater than symbol than 5, choose 5.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Is that better than 5 or more, choose 5?
Yeah, I just think we definitely need to probably include the if more option. Just because if somebody's going to look at it and be like, well, I consume more than.
And we shall do that. All right. All right, so moving on. How much do you care about your nutrition? Do you guys like that question?
Yeah, I like the question.
Do you like the answers or the options?
The only thing I would change is maybe none at all to maybe like not really. Just because I don't know, maybe there's people that don't care at all about their nutrition, but
What are your thoughts, Lucy?
So I'm changing this last one to not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like the same thing. So either one.
it's probably okay to keep.
Okay. All right. How knowledgeable are you when it comes to nutrition? Do you guys like that question?
How knowledgeable.
The one we had used before was, are you aware of national guidelines for nutrition? And I used this question to replace it because I felt like this one would be better.
It just seems a tiny bit vague.
Change it to how knowledgeable do you see yourself when it comes to nutrition?
Do you perceive yourself as knowledgeable when it comes to your nutrition?
How knowledgeable do you perceive yourself when it comes to nutrition?
Or you could say, how knowledgeable are you about national guidelines on nutrition? And then keep the same answers. Because
Okay.
well, I don't know. We just want to know how knowledgeable they think they are, right?
Yep.
Okay, then maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I'm confused. What's your guys' thoughts?
I think it's probably good.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. Moving on. Stress and nutrition. How many hours do you devote to school and homework per week? Do we like the question?
Yeah, that one looks good to me.
And do we like the options?
So I wasn't sure like how many hour intervals I should break it up into. Because I know lots of people spend like 40 plus hours on school. So I don't know. Do you guys like it by fives or should we do a bigger?
I'm just trying to think. So it's supposed to be 4 hours per credit, right? Like technically what the school says
Yeah.
per week. So if a regular person, yeah, I think we need to increase those because if somebody's taking 12 credits, that's just barely full time. And that's what, 40,
48.
yeah.
Okay. So what if, let's see.
So are you editing that one,
Yeah.
Lucy? Okay.
So should I start, like, should I do intervals of 20?
I would maybe include a less than option. So I would say like less
Okay.
than 5 then do 5 to 10, or 5 to 15, then 15 to 25. I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
want?
10 would be probably the best.
10 intervals of 10.
Probably.
So, okay, less than 5. And then I'll do 10 to, well, that leaves out.
I mean, I'd like to keep 5 on there, but we just have a ton of options, you know?
I know. What if I do less than 10?
The other option is that you could use a slider if you wanted.
Yeah, that's true. You think that would be easier to answer?
I don't know. We can see what it looks like. So I'm creating a slider for us to compare them.
Oh, you are? So am I. Okay. I'll go back to multiple choice.
You guys think anybody's gonna spend over 100 hours?
I doubt it.
I hope not.
I mean, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
How many hours are even in a week?
Let's see, like there's 18. Let's say you take 18 credits for.
I mean, I know it says that it's supposed to be 4 hours per week.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, nobody really follows that. That's just like a guideline.
More guidelines than actual rules. So maybe something like that. So can you guys see the two different options?
Yeah. So can you only move the slider to the lines then? Is that how it works? Or
No,
can
you can do any and all in between.
I kind of like the slider.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Yeah, either one's fine with me.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the slider then.
Okay.
Okay. How many hours? Okay, that's good. On a scale from 0 to 5, how stressed would you say you are? 0, not at all stressed. 5, maximum level of stressed. I like it. What are your thoughts, Landon?
Scale from 0 to 5, how stressed would you say you are? Yeah, looks good.
Lucy, did you have any qualms about your question there?
On this one?
Yeah.
The stress one? No. If you guys like it, it's fine.
Do you believe that your stress level has an overall impact on your nutrition? I like it.
Okay.
Landon, your thoughts? Did Landon die?
No, I'm just reading it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. When stressed, does your consumption of sugary or high-fat food tend to increase, decrease, or neither? I like it, although I would put neither in the middle.
In the middle? Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Do we want to add an option that's like unaware?
Yeah, I think that's a good option too.
Increase, neither. Decrease. Or unaware.
Or yeah, we could include maybe other with a write-in text.
Okay. Like that?
I can't see it.
Oh. Maybe refresh the survey.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna add allow text entry. Okay. Yep, I like it. So I just edited it to include a write-in.
Okay.
Choose it. Okay, any other input on that one?
Looks good.
That's good.
Okay, on to social support and nutrition. I don't like it at all. Do your friends and family eat healthy? 25% sometimes, 50% half the time, 70% most of the time, 100% all the time. I feel it's redundant. I think we could have just chosen to do like
I don't know if I like the slider for that one.
multiple
Yeah.
choice. I would say multiple choice and include those options, delete whatever this is. And then say
like
something like,
I feel like the question is like worded weird with the answers. Like, yeah,
there you go. Refresh the page and take a look at it now.
yeah, I think that's better. Or you could even say how often would you say your friends and family eat healthy? But I think that looks good too.
Let's see. If we were to say, we could do your friends and family eat healthy always, most of the time, about half the time, sometimes never. How about that?
Yeah, I like that actually. Probably the
Yeah.
best.
Okay. All right. Does your answer to the previous question impact your nutrition?
That's your answer.
I think it's okay. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's good.
I think we could include other with a write-in.
Mm-hmm.
Although if we provide that option, they'll probably choose it, so maybe we don't want to include that.
You can just include like unknown.
Okay. Okay.
Do we want to say your own nutrition or just your
Sorry.
own? Does your answer to the previous question impact your own nutrition, or is it fine? Your nutrition. I don't know.
We could say like your nutrition habits or your nutrition behavior.
I think behavior. We put behavior.
Okay. All right. Any other input on that one?
Thanks.
Okay. Does your eating behavior change when eating alone versus with others? If yes, positively or negatively?
So what if it's no?
Yeah, this is,
Yeah, good question.
we need to change that. Does your eating behavior change when alone versus with others? So how about we do something like this? Let's do a slider. And whoa, that's weird. Okay.
I like the idea of doing like 0 to 10, negative to positive. Like I like that idea, but I just feel like we need an option for
Yeah.
if it doesn't.
Oh boy. What if we
Is there a way to like add a multiple choice answer to what we had?
Here's one idea. Do you guys want to refresh the page?
I'm just looking at your screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's better than what we had.
How can we make it even better?
Maybe if we just like did a simple multiple choice question with those answers and then said like my eating behavior changes with others as an option, and then like my eating behavior changes for the better. Maybe let's see, or we could just say
We could do 2 questions. Let's see.
Well, I was thinking like maybe we could just do like instead of the first question, the first answer where it says my eating behavior changes with others. We can keep the question how it is, and then have 3 options. One could be my eating behavior typically doesn't change when I'm with others, or we could use the last 2. It changes for the better. It changes for the worst.
Yeah, I kind of like this way, where we have one question that says, does your eating behavior change when eating alone versus with others? And it gives you definitely yes, probably yes, might or might not, probably not, definitely not. And then we do another question that says other people's, then we could do the positive and negative. Trying to figure out how to do that though. What are your guys' thoughts though?
Yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah, I think that would be good. It's kind of a weird question.
Does your eating behavior improve? Or what's the opposite of improve? Deprove
Decline.
or decline?
Worsen. So if they answered probably not or definitely not to the previous one, we'll click for that one.
What was that?
So if they said like eating behavior doesn't change when they're with others,
Yeah.
what would they pick for the next one?
Does your eating behavior improve or decline with others? Does your eating behavior improve or decline with others? We can include another multiple choice.
It says like NA or something. Not
Yeah. How's that?
Yeah, and maybe if we want to include like if yes, like in the question.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Lucy?
So, let me refresh it real quick.
Sorry, I'm changing it and it's throwing things off.
Okay. So if yes, yeah, I think that's great.
So we can get rid of this guy. Okay. Are you so we're good on that one, moving on?
Yep.
Are you currently involved with Oh man. Okay. Are you currently involved with any public diet trend or wellness program? How has this impacted your nutrition?
Okay.
Any ideas on how to edit this one?
This is 2 questions.
Okay. So let's
we?
just go in and do that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're separating them. How has this impacted your nutrition? Change that. So are you currently involved with any diet or wellness program? We'll change that to a multiple choice.
It should just be yes or no.
Yeah. And then we'll do automatic choices. That's not what we want. We want yes, no. And we want, should we include a maybe option or just yes, no?
I think just yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, no. How has this impacted your nutrition? Then we include automatic responses. Then we put that to positive or negative. Good. How about that?
Yeah,
So
like,
extremely good, somewhat good, neither good nor bad, somewhat bad, extremely bad.
and then just put if you are or if yes.
Oh yeah, do the same like as the last time.
Mhm.
Like an NA option.
Okay. Okay. Not applicable. Okay. All right. Sound look good?
Yep.
Okay.
So
How many times a week do you eat with someone else? What do you guys think the range on that should be? Do you think people...
I 20 times a week, that's crazy. But I was just thinking maybe if we can we change the order of that question? Like maybe put it with
What was that how we originally worked it? What was the original question? The original question was, yep, how many times a week do you eat with someone else? I don't like that question. But what are you guys' thoughts?
Wasn't the original question like, how many times do you and at least one other person?
I don't know if we
What was,
need that question because we already have like the ones we were working on before, you know?
yeah, that's a weird question.
I guess it's fine. How I would probably say, yeah, how many times how often do you eat with others? I would say something like, how often do you eat with others or something like that.
If we do keep it, do you think it needs to be before the wellness program questions?
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and move it up. Before wellness. Okay, perfect. How many times a week do you eat with someone else? Do we really need 20 times?
I don't know.
Let's say, how many times do we eat? Let's say you have 3 meals a day, and there's 7 days a week. 7,
That's
20,
21 meals.
20, yeah, 21.
I don't I don't know. I have issues with this question.
If let's see, if we change the grid lines a bit, maybe it'll look better. How does that look?
I think it looks better than what it was.
Is that, does that let
Or
you,
that? 5, 10, 15, 20.
does that let you like select in between, or do
I,
you?
I just
So it's a slider, so you can choose any number you want in between there.
I don't know. I feel like
You
for
can
me,
even go in and type it.
eating even like with someone else 10 times a week is a ton.
Yeah. But I guess if you are married and you have, or if you're a mom like Lucy, you eat every meal with your kid, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought the question was asking like friends and like going out. And, I don't know.
I don't know, Lucy, does your baby influence what you eat?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, but
I just maybe it's how the question's worded or something. It's like bugging me for some reason, but I don't know.
how many times a week do you eat with someone else? What's the purpose of that question?
Yeah.
the purpose of the question is to allow us. So the idea is that we get an idea how much people are influenced in the previous questions, right? So
Right.
we once we finish, we'll know that for this person, they are influenced by what their family members eat unhealthy. They are impacted by their nutritional behaviors. Um, their behavior changes when they eat alone, all that stuff. And then this question is to know how frequently they're impacted in that way.
So what if we said, how many times a week do you eat a meal with someone else? Would that sound better, or is it the same problem?
Like that. Who is it? How does that look?
I think that looks good. I think the only issue I had with it is like how I would like take that question if I was taking the survey. Just because I'm single and like hang out with friends a lot, I would probably take it as like how many times do I go out and eat with my friends. So maybe if we just want to add like how many included or something.
Well, that is how you're supposed to take it, dude. It's just it's different for if you are married. You'd probably eat with your wife every day. If you were married, how would you interpret that question? Hey, Lucy, you're married. How would you interpret that question?
How many times a week do you eat with someone else? Yeah, I almost would think like going out to eat.
So you wouldn't like sit
That's
down. You wouldn't think it's talking about sitting down to dinner with your husband.
Well,
I mean now that you explain that, like I can totally see it. But, like when I initially read it, I was thinking like how many times do I go out per week with somebody else?
how many times a week do you eat with someone else? Yeah, I would just answer like how many times a week I eat with someone else. So yeah, my answer though, because I'm married, would probably be like 20 plus.
Yeah, drastically different than Landon's and mine's.
Right.
And we have a question that specifies
So,
married or
so
not.
you feel we need to include more than 20?
No. I mean, 20, you like almost covered 3 meals a day for a week. So I think it's okay.
Okay.
And most people taking this probably won't be married.
Yeah.
So
Do we have a question that asks them if they're married?
In the demographic section, I believe. Relationship status: married, widowed, divorced, separated, never married.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So currently we have it written as how many times a week do you eat a meal with someone else? How do we feel about it?
I think it's
I think
better.
it's, yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. All right. Done with that. Moving on. Final questions. Which influences your food choices the most? Rank from the most influential to least. How do you guys like that?
Which influences your food choice?
We like that.
Yeah.
Let me see how it looks in the shoot. Oh, that is kind of fun to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Move those around. Okay, cool. Do you feel? Oh. Do you feel you make healthy food choices? Obviously, I didn't finish doing this. Um, how about that?
Yeah.
So the option, so it goes from, do you feel you make healthy food choices? The options are always, most of the time, about half the time, sometimes, never.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to share or comment on? I almost feel like we should put that after the demographics.
Yeah, it should be the last. So we're doing demographics after our survey.
Yeah.
I think that would be better than doing demographics before.
Yeah. Apparently, statistics show that they're more likely to respond if you put the demographics last.
Interesting.
That's funny. I wonder why.
Because I think when you open up the survey and the first thing you see is a demographic, it kind of turns you off.
Hmm.
It was in our readings.
Maybe we should do a research project on that. Figure out.
Okay. So, final questions. That's good. Demographics. So this is how I organize. What nation are you from? United States or other? Please identify if you choose other. Do you guys like that?
Yeah. Simple.
State or province. Please use full state name, no abbreviations. You guys like that?
Yeah.
How tall are you? You have feet and inches. You guys like that?
Yep.
Yep.
I just want to see someone put 12 feet tall. Okay. And then five, yeah. Perfect. Okay, gender, male, female. Do we have to incorporate transgenders? No,
Not at this school, right?
not at this school. Weight range. This I need your guys' help on.
So the BMI categories are um,
They're increments of like
okay.
5.
5?
Yeah. You guys see my screen?
It's pretty specific.
That would be old.
So what we're interested in is we're basically just interested in, right? We're interested in if they're healthy, overweight, or obese, right? That's 3 very broad categories, but it all depends on how tall you are and then your weight within that, how tall you are. So we could say, if we just look at the shortest you could be that they have is like 4'10". So if you're 4'10", we could say 115 or less, right? And we could get, oh, they're in a healthy weight, right? But in the next one that we would have to do is like 5. So the next thing is like 115, 119. Does that make sense? So we could do like 5-pound increments.
So like,
But does that make sense?
yeah, I'm just wondering, like, are we going to use a scale thing or?
Yeah, so this'll tell us what their BMI is. We can combine their weight and height and know if they're
Right.
technically obese, overweight, or healthy. And then we can compare that in contrast to their answers.
And my only concern with that would be we'd have a ton of, I mean, how far up, like heavy, are we planning on going?
I have no idea, but the problem with it is that some people don't like to share their weight. So the idea was that we do ranges, but in order to do ranges, it's like hard to do unless we could try and do it that way. That might be a lot of work, but let's see.
You think that many people would have problems putting their weight down?
Sorry, you were cutting out. What was that?
Do you think that people would have a problem with just putting their definite weight down on a anonymous survey?
That's this. Debbie would.
Yeah, Debbie, that's true. I mean, but the majority of people that we're surveying are younger, right? I don't know.
And it's hard for me to say because I have no social etiquette in this idea or theme. I'm just like, I don't care. But I worked in a doctor's office and I took people's weights every day, and I saw how some girls were like, every girl practically hated the scale. No matter what the number showed, they all were pissed off. There was no happy number.
Yeah, girls would always lie every time.
I definitely agree.
So, what's your thoughts, Lucy?
Oh man, this is like a hard. Could we do height ranges and weight ranges and just kind of like standardized BMI? So like if you're 5 foot to 5'5", and then do like 100 pounds to 120 pounds.
The only problem I have is
so we could. I'm trying to figure that out. I think there is a way for you to, based on how they respond, you can add. We'd have to add a question per height. So for every inch, we'd have to add another question and then link that question to their specific height and inches. If we were to their height, then if we did that, we could give them a range of, let's say someone's 4'10", then we could say, are you 150 and below? Or are you 119 to 138, or 143 to 167? Which would be better, right?
Yes.
So to give them a range of 119 to 138, is that still too scary?
Say that again. What was the range?
119 to 138.
I think that's probably where we'd want to be.
You know, I think no matter what range you do, there's going to be a certain percentage of people who just aren't honest about it. But I think that range definitely helps.
So if we could somehow do that, that would increase our chances of getting better answers.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do.
But so if you're talking about adding more questions for specific heights, is that what you're talking about doing? or are you just adding the weight ranges based on the BMI?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Display this question only if the following condition is met. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so we'll do weight range, and then can someone pull up a BMI chart for me? Or I can. Let's see. Okay. So let's say they are 410 or below. Let's just say 410 is the shortest that people are going to be. So the first option would be less than 115. The next choice would be actually let's do less than 117. And then we'll say, or let's say 116 and 117 to 130, 140. And then the last one is greater than 141. Like that, right? So there's that. And this is specifically for add display logic. Display this question only if question how tall are you? Where is that? There you are. And select choice. Feet. We can do it, guys.
Wait, so we're gonna do it for every height?
That's what we would have to do.
Oh man.
Equal to 4, and then add another, and question how tall you were inches is equal to.
So quick question. So like if, because we're getting their definite height, right, from the thing, how tall are you question?
Yeah.
Like if we just like included the weight ranges in one question, wouldn't that tell us their BMI?
What?
Because we already know their height. We just would need to know like what weight range they fall into. Wouldn't that tell us their BMI if we know what weight range? Because we already know their height, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Instead of doing like a weight range for each individual inch or whatever, like can we just do one question with all of the weight ranges available? And then whatever weight range they pick, so say they were 117 to 140 and they picked 4'10", wouldn't that give us the information that we need?
No, because if you weigh 117, that would work for everything except for, let's say you have a guy who weighs 192 pounds, right? He would fit in that greater than 141 phase, but he, based on his height, if he was 6'3", he could theoretically be
Right.
healthy, overweight, or obese.
Right, but what I'm saying is like if we add more, like if we have a bunch of other weight ranges.
That's what I was trying to do at the start, and the only way you could do it is 5-pound increments. Does that make sense?
So it won't let you do like 10 multiple choice answers with weight ranges.
You could, but you have to separate from 91 to 279 into different weight ranges. And if you do that with only 10 multiple choice things, then you're doing, let's see. $279 minus 91 divided by 10, 18. So you're doing 18-pound increments if you only do 10 options. And if you have an 18-pound increment, it can drastically, we wouldn't be able to narrow down if somebody wants a healthy weight or an overweight, because within one height, 18 pounds covers a huge range. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But
So
even if I added like more, like instead of 10, 15.
that's when you get to the problem we were having earlier, is that girls don't want to, if you're giving them ranges of like 5 pounds, they're not gonna be honest, because they don't want you to know within 5 pounds how much they weigh.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys think it's that's the best way to do it, then we can do it that way. That's fine. I'm just trying to think of a more efficient way to.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I just don't know what to do. Let's see. If I copy this question, what happens? Perfect. Okay, we can just copy the question and change each one. So I'm going to go through and copy that question over and over and over and over again. And you guys just go into the edit for display this question section and just change each one to a different inch. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. So we're doing from 4'10" to 6'3", right? So let's see.
Because as you're editing, I can't see edits.
Okay, so I'm gonna make 18 questions, and then we have to just modify them to display this question, and then for everyone. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I'm looking like at the survey on my thing. How do I edit?
Okay, that should be all of them. So what were you saying?
I'm just trying to figure out how to edit it. 1 second.
So can you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I click this arrow right here, and then I hit edit, and this one is going to be 4'11", and I hit save. And the next one is going to be 5 foot nothing. 5 foot and then 0. And the next one is going to be 5'1", Next one's gonna be 5'2". I guess I can just do it. We also need to go in there and add the weight ranges if someone wants to do that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to log on because my stupid thing's being weird. I was on and then it closed and then saying I have the wrong password, so I just sent an email to reset it.
Okay, so do you want me to add the weight ranges in there?
Yep.
Sorry, I would be helping, but I can't figure out how to freaking log on.
Oh, you're good. 2. Do you know what I mean by weight ranges?
Yeah, so for the heights, like, yeah, the weights.
You have to choose them specifically for the BMI.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to go over before I have to take off? I just have to take off in like 5 minutes, unfortunately.
Let's take a break real fast and move on to the last few questions before you head out.
Okay. Sorry, this week's crazy for me. I've done all I can to try to make it work.
No, you're good. Okay, so relationship status, married, widowed, divorced, separated, never married. Does that sound good?
Yep.
That looks good to me.
Okay. We could simplify it if you want.
Like take out widowed and separated.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how.
I don't know if we need those.
Married, separated, never married. I don't know. I feel like we could do like married, single, like married or single.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine.
Or in a relationship.
Yeah. In a relationship.
That's probably all we need, right?
Yeah. Remove. Something like that. Okay. Ethnicity. That one was nice. It just auto-filled all that in there.
Nice.
And is there anything else you wish to share or comment on? Does that look good?
Yeah, I think that looks good to me.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right. You're good to go, Lennon, if you want.
Okay, thanks, guys. So in the announcements, she was talking about the IR. She said not to submit the IRB survey. That isn't this, right?
So in order to send it through BYU Idaho, they do the Institutional Review Board, which is
Okay.
the IRB. And so before we submit it to the IRB, we have to get feedback from our instructor. So the feedback we get from our instructor is our grade for the method section and for the survey that we're going to be turning in tonight.
Okay, that makes sense.
So,
Because when she said that, I was like, wait, what?
so yeah, all we're going to be doing is basically compiling our survey with the methods and turning that into the IRB. And as long as we've corrected what she said, it's good to go.
Okay.
So that's why I asked Lucy if she'd be willing to change the pronouns to whatever. So.
Okay. All right, awesome. And that's the only thing due in this class tonight, right? Is this survey that we submit?
Yeah, theoretically your readings are also due tonight, but
the
there's
only
no quiz or anything, so you could put it off if you wanted.
All right, perfect. And are we planning on meeting on Friday then?
I don't think so. I'll text you guys if we need to, but I don't think we will.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take off then. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome.
Yep. We'll see you, Landon. Good luck with your stuff.
Thanks. See ya.
Okay. Do you want to nail this out? Do you want me to tell you the ranges?
Oh, sure. That'd be really helpful. Okay. So let me go. You already did the first one? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, weight range, weight range. Oh, they're all the same. Oh, because you copied them. Okay. I'm good now.
Okay. So next one is 121 or less.
Okay.
And then 122 to 145.
Okay.
And then 146 or greater.
146. Okay.
Next one is 125 or less.
Okay.
126 to 150.
Okay.
Or 151 or greater. Next one is 129 or less.
Oops, hold on. 129. Okay.
130 to 155.
Okay.
156 or greater.
Okay.
Next one is 133 or less.
Okay.
134 to 161.
Okay.
100 or 162 or greater.
Okay.
You know what, Lucy? Let's just go through and do the middle range, and then whatever is just greater or less than the next digit up.
Yeah, good. Okay.
So what was the last one you did? What was the height?
5'2".
Okay. So the next one is 139 to 166.
Okay.
The next one is 142 to 171.
Okay.
The next one is 147 to 176.
Okay.
The next one is 151 to 186. 3.
Okay.
The next one is 156 to 188.
Okay.
The next one is 161 to 193.
Okay.
The next one is 165 to 199.
Okay.
The next one is 171 to 205. No, 206. Whatever. 205 or 206.
Okay.
Next one is 174. No, 175
Okay.
to 212.
Well,
Next one is 170. No, scratch that. Make it 180
180.
to 217.
Okay.
The next one is 185 to 223.
Okay.
Next one is 190 to 228. Scratch that. 29.
29. Okay.
Next one is 196
Okay.
to 236.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Do you want below or above?
I can do below.
Okay.
So. Almost done now. Are those happy noses or sad? That's cute. you to him? Okay. So I am done with all of that.
Some of these aren't showing up.
Like when you click on the height.
When I refresh, some of them still have 116.
So of mine.
Yeah. Oh, now it seems to be working.
I just finished, so maybe now.
And now all of mine went back to the other one. Okay, that's all right. I'll go through and I'll change mine again.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. We were trying to tag team it, and apparently that doesn't work.
Okay. So when does the method section need to be edited by?
It just needs to be edited probably before next week.
Okay.
We just have to submit it with the IRB stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Lucy.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.